Welcome back. Today we've got Black Widow. I'm excited to get into it, but before we do, if you're brand new here, hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with everything we've got going on. Now, let's get into it. Look at the shoe choice too. The Keds and the red Chucks. So gentle and sweet with her. I like her hair, the blue and the red vibes. It seems very much like summer coated. You know, you're experimenting with things and out there. You don't have to go to school. I don't know, at least that was the way it was for me.
Thank you. Would you grab the ranch dressing for Dad?
But is it Hidden Valley? I don't know, so much nostalgia is hitting for me here. Granted, I have 4 brothers, so it's a much bigger and full table, but...
I don't have my shoes.
That's okay, you don't need your shoes.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah? Guess what? I got fruit roll-ups in the car.
No time to even get a pair of shoes. It's time to go. Full on go time, everybody's ready. But the red checks are coming with. The red Chucks are coming with.
Where are we going?
Home.
That's gotta be confusing.
We just left home.
Mommy, you're silly. We just left home. Aw. Or a Friday night in the fall, because the Fireflies were still there. Solid soundtrack. I like this. It's fun. But also kind of ominous. Police or law enforcement present, coming in hot, but... Oh, it's S.H.I.E.L.D., okay. He took a shot straight at the driver.
Mom?
They are in relentless pursuit. This is so intense. I mean, he's not holding on to anything, though. I don't know how he's... Yeah, they gotta get going. I don't know how long this runway is. Better pull up soon. Oh, okay, you got one out of the way and they crashed into each other. What a shot. Whew. Wow. He's still on the wing or no? Looks like they're headed to a more beautiful, almost like Caribbean-esque area, but that was super intense. Like, I think that was super intense because other than him throwing the block out of the way, like, everything felt somewhat believable and real, you know, gunshots, being chased down, holding on to the wing, I guess, but all of it was like not supernatural in a way. And so for me, it was like, I don't know, the way that was all happening right before my eyes felt like, man, I'm believing this and this could be real life. So I was like, my heart was going a bit.
Give up, Mommy. Pain would make you stronger. Remember?
Oh, that's really gonna resonate with her. The pain only makes you stronger. Hopefully, I don't know how this is gonna play out, but she might be in an experience for a lot of pain.
She's only 6.
You were even younger.
I don't know where they're headed, but she clearly doesn't want her to experience it.
Okay. And everything's gonna be fine.
I mean, they probably are crazy tough, but to be going through this at such a young age and knowing where this is headed, like, oh man.
All right, stay alert.
Of course.
Sending in an Alpha squad.
They've got all the exits covered and they're clearly after her. But if we know anything about Black Widow, she doesn't go down that easy.
You got Wilson and the other guy, the incredible shrinking convict. Rogers is on the run. You got no friends.
Okay, so it's just her and Rogers on the run.
A lot of lies before I met you, Ross. You shouldn't have gone to all this trouble. I'm done.
Yeah, and she's like, I've done this before. This is part of my training.
Got an empty nest, Secretary Ross. Retractor, sir.
Oh, yeah. So she completely got rid of it, led them astray, and she's already been miles, literally in this case, ahead of them, ditching the phone that she used. Good luck tracking her. Jeez, a road mine. Someone must have known she was going to be headed out there? I guess if you have a previous life set up for yourself and you're working against a network of people who all have additional lives set up, they might know your tendencies, and she's now in a bad situation. At this phase, it might be better for her to go in, though. Delay this fight for another day. Ooh. Oh, they've got a shield. And they're operating like Cap, throwing it.
I'm pretty sure Ross has no jurisdiction here.
He definitely does not. Little far away.
I should know I'm a better shot when I'm pissed off.
That's true. But they have a shield, so I don't know if being angry really helps there. And they throw it just like Cap does. This might be a bit of a challenging fight. Oh, whoa. They seem to be mimicking each other's fight style. Mirrored. Perfectly mirrored. It's almost kind of scary when you think about it, because, like, how do you beat someone who mirrors your style? Primary target, vials. Okay, so whatever the vials that were in this case. Okay, so this is how they figured out where they needed to go. And they got to her, and the primary target is not Black Widow. Well, that's one way to do it. Just string them up. Damn. I said it might be better to go in, but I don't think this was at the point where you were supposed to, because you don't have the... Okay, maybe you do. Was it a decoy, or did you just take them out that quickly? Sleight of hand.
The gas immunizes the brain's neural pathways from external manipulation.
Maybe in English next time?
It's antidote control.
Yeah, but you just said she's grown up, but you can't have adult conversations, so why'd you expect maturity?
Why don't you take it to one of your super scientist friends? They can explain it to you. Tony Stark, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Damn, that felt, pointed.
You're forgetting Dreykov's daughter.
And like I said at the beginning, the jig is up. People know where you're headed. Yeah, it was a shit plan. I guess they just needed the younger sibling to come through and come up with something real.
Oh shit, he's back.
He's back. That's who's driving it. Relentless pursuit. Got rid of one, but it's gonna be much harder to get rid of this one. Who needs a mine set up in the way when you can literally just launch one at them? These usually have like spikes in the middle on the way down to stop that. Ooh, they got lucky that that angle changed. They were moving, and it worked in their favor to redirect it. Redirect the shield attack. Ah, a little decoy, a little distraction.
Plan.
I love the part where I almost bled to death.
Hey, it was a 50-50 effort. You had your plan, she had hers.
Dreykov's daughter was collateral damage. I needed her to be sure.
You can tell in her eyes, she has that feeling of like, I have to do something, or at least she thinks she does, and she just said it was clear. She chose herself. She chose herself as she needed to get out, but took out an innocent young girl in the process.
He moves location constantly.
It's extra, that for me is like extra weighty, considering, think about the intro scene that we saw where she didn't want her younger sibling to have to go through what she was going to go through as a little girl, and then she just sacrifices. It's like, man, where is that empathy gone for someone else, and not having to be in a situation just because of circumstance, you know? Ugh, feels so bad. Feels so bad.
Go. But there he is. Captain America.
How many times has he told this story? They all know? He believes it. Yeah, nah, my man's way too strong. Oh! Oh, that's a broken arm right there.
Cry, little girl.
Damn. At least he's got nothing but time to heal in there, huh? Can't be that bad. Time to get him out.
No, just that way.
Oh, he's got that look on his eye.
Go left. Just don't make a scene.
Oh, he's gonna make a scene. This guy loves the attention. My man, you better start climbing or something. They're converging on you. That was cool. Her using this rappel is awesome. I like it. It was fun. And teaming up, creating a whole estranged family affair, if they can get her actually closer. I know they might have been trying not to have innocents die in the process, but might be a little bit past that. All right, time to lock back in, guys. That might have been why they didn't destroy it on entry. It wasn't even about innocence. Okay. Are you gonna be able to make it there? Is he like, is this your plan? They're like, you left us no choice as we had to do this. Whoa. The physics of all of that is insane.
They think.
Okay, never mind. I spoke way too soon. Way too soon. Way too soon. Never send a man in to do. She's not sorry. But this is one way, I guess, to get to where you need to go. Ooh, it's in the sky.
Dreykov stayed above the radar all these years.
She did know. And now he knows, but was sedated again.
Exploded. Nearly killed my Antonia.
Dude, this is why he wasn't affected by it. He just literally does not care because guess what? He's been ahead of you at every turn. It did not fuck him up at all. But it's been something important to you that's eaten you alive, and it's actually given him everything to be able to operate going forward. But man, this guy is fucked up.
Yelena, I found the location of the vials.
You're gonna need a lot more than those vials, by the way. You saw how many people he has in his network? You're gonna need to figure out a way to replicate that. What's she gonna do? I know she's not stopping. She doesn't come this far to do it. Oh, she's taking them all down to the ground?
Plan. I completely demolished one of the engines and we're going into a controlled crash.
Yep. Taking the whole thing down. Okay.
I'm heading to the window.
Let's just add a time aspect to all of this. And now it's time to have a little explosion and hopefully wake them all up from the sedative. That was smart. Almost impossible to beat her. So they locked her in and did the next best thing. Turned into such a giant
Nobody leaves this
little bit. Not turned into, he's been a giant baby. But also like, she keeps getting one-on-ones. And it's working out in her favor, but as I say, as soon as they group up, this isn't gonna go well. Hopefully they saved at least one so they can replicate it. It's actually the right choice, honestly. It's time. Let them go live. They deserve it.
Been there. And I'm not gonna leave you. Okay.
You still have those 2 vials. Can you use them? On their, in this case, metal plank, it's like Titanic. I don't know if this is one you can make right. We know you've been feeling it emotionally, but can you make it right? Except they weren't friends. They're using the peace and kindness to hopefully get through to someone. Ah, there you go. So she had the mask on. That's why she couldn't use the vial. Surely she must know that she's the reason why, though. She was in that explosion.
He's gone.
The mutual hatred. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. It was enough.
Should have come back for you.
You don't have to say that.
She really wants everyone to forgive her. She feels a deep amount of guilt. Guess now they can have that conversation. Since you proved it, the other time when they were drinking would have been a little bit too soon. Premature.
What's I'm gonna say?
Let's just mess it up.
I'll just mess it. At least he's now being a bit of a...
Here comes the cavalry.
The very people they were running from before. Guess they didn't get as far away as she said, but they were free to choose. Nice. Okay, so that was fun. I mean, I'll get straight into it, right? I'm not gonna belabor it. I really liked getting this origin story, seeing where she came from, some understanding of her family, that, you know, she was abandoned, she didn't quite have any family, get that real sense of who she is as a person and where she came from, where she got her training. I felt like that was really cool to me to see and get an understanding of her. I do feel like in the beginning, there was just like these 2 really long, drawn out scenes to get her to this point of like, she's estranged from the Avengers all the way to like back to her family and how they came together. I think that they could have really condensed all of that and some of this like filler conversations that they had, this like banter and stuff. I do think they did a good job of connecting them and showing that sibling and also bringing their family back together and showing their unique personalities and the family dynamic that they have. But it was just like, after a while, I do think it got a bit drawn out and belabored. Some of the fight scenes were really hard to follow for me. Just at times it felt like there was just like crashing and explosions and that sort of thing. I also felt like the acting at multiple points was just like really awkward and forced and not believable, and just went and kept going too far. It's almost like this film was like, it wasn't quite going to be enough, so they took certain aspects and really drug it out to make it into something special. When you boil it down though, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy getting to understand them and see who they are and connect these characters. I did like sort of understanding the Widow Network and seeing that happen. The villain of the story felt a little bit forced and not quite, I don't know. Like, obviously he was chauvinistic and a shitty person, but like, just didn't think he did a very good job. I didn't really believe him. There were multiple things throughout the story that I did question the weight and whether or not they were enough. I need that all to be said, that I thought that Scarlett Johansson did a good job with her role, that I really did enjoy getting to see more of her. I just felt like I needed more. Like this wasn't a big enough story. So for me, I'm gonna give it a 7.6. It's a film. It was pretty good. Not my favorite. It did make me laugh, did make me smile. I just didn't quite believe every aspect of it, or didn't feel like there was something to it. So that's my knee-jerk, quick rating. I enjoyed the film. I don't think I'd watch it again. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed it. I would love to know from you what you thought of the film in the comments down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell to stay up to date with everything we've got going on here. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.